Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like learning English is like climbing a tall, steep mountain? You look up, and it feels so far away, so difficult, like you'll never make it to the top. But what if I told you that the mountain isn't as scary as it seems? What if there's a simple path, full of shortcuts and easy steps, waiting for you? Would you want to know the way? Let me share a little story with you. There was once a man named Jack. Jack always dreamed of traveling the world, meeting new people, and sharing stories. But there was one big problem. He didn't know how to speak English. One day he decided to take the first step. He learned one word. Hello. Just one word. And do you know what happened next? That one word opened a door. Someone smiled back and said, "Hello." And that small moment gave Jack courage. It was the start of something big. Jack's story is your story too. The first tip I want to share is this. Start small, but start today. You don't need to learn everything at once. One word, one phrase, one step at a time. Imagine each word you learn as a new brick to build your dream. Doesn't that feel exciting? Here's a secret. English isn't about being perfect. It's about being brave. Let me explain. One day Jack was in a cafe. He wanted coffee, but he didn't know how to ask. He felt shy, scared even. But he remembered, start small. So he pointed to the coffee and said, "Coffee, please." The barista smiled and understood. Jack felt a warm glow of happiness inside. Do you see? Mistakes don't matter. Courage does. Now, imagine yourself in Jack's place. Close your eyes and picture this. You're at a park, and someone smiles at you. You smile back and say, "Hello." They reply, "Hi, how are you?" And just like that, you've started a conversation. Isn't it amazing how a small step can lead to something so beautiful? Another tip, turn English into a game. Who doesn't love games, right? When Jack was learning, he played a little game with himself. He would look around and name things he saw in English. Tree, car, dog, cloud. It became fun, like solving a little puzzle. You can try this too. Every time you see something, ask yourself, what is this in English? And if you don't know, look it up. It's like collecting treasure. Let me ask you something else. Have you ever sung a song in English? If not, why not start today? Music is magic. When Jack discovered English songs, his learning became a joy. He started with simple songs, repeating the words, feeling the rhythm. He didn't worry about understanding every word. He just let the music guide him. And guess what? His pronunciation improved, and so did his confidence. Isn't that exciting? Here's a special tip that feels like magic. Watch movies and shows in English. Jack loved movies, and they became his secret weapon. At first, he watched with subtitles in his language. Then he switched to English subtitles. And finally, no subtitles at all. It felt like stepping into a new world. He learned how people really talk, how they laugh, how they express emotions. You can do this too. Choose a movie you love, one that makes you smile, and let it teach you. Can you feel the excitement building? The more you try, the more you learn. And here's the thing. Learning English isn't just about words. It's about connecting with people, understanding their stories, and sharing your own. It's about saying, "I'm here. I have something to say." Isn't that powerful? Let's pause for a moment and imagine the future. Picture yourself speaking English fluently. You're in a room full of people, sharing your ideas, making new friends, and feeling proud. Can you see it? That future is closer than you think. And every little step you take brings you closer. So here's another tip. Practice speaking out loud. It doesn't matter if no one is around. Talk to yourself, to your mirror, to your pet, or even to your favorite book. The more you speak, the more natural it becomes. Think of it as planting seeds. Every word you say is a seed, and one day, you'll have a beautiful garden of English skills. One last question. What is the most important word in English? It's smile. Yes, a smile. When you smile, people feel your warmth. They don't notice your mistakes. They notice your effort, your heart. So every time you speak English, smile. It's the key to opening hearts and building connections. Let's pick up where we left off. Jack, our brave learner, was starting to feel more confident with English. But like everyone, he had moments of doubt. There were times when he got stuck, when he forgot words or mixed up grammar. He felt frustrated thinking, why is this so hard? Have you ever felt like that? If you have, let me tell you what Jack discovered next. Something that changed everything for him. One day, while practicing, Jack met a kind old man at a park bench. The man was reading a book in English, and Jack couldn't help but stare. The man smiled and said, "Do you want to know the secret to learning English?" Jack nodded eagerly, and the man leaned closer and whispered, "Enjoy the mistakes." Jack was confused. Enjoy mistakes? How? The man laughed and said, "Every mistake is a teacher in disguise. When you say something wrong, you're not failing, you're learning. Mistakes are your stepping stones to success. This is one of the most important lessons for you, too. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Welcome them. When you mispronounce a word, when you use the wrong tense, when someone corrects you, smile. It means you're learning something new. Isn't that amazing? Every mistake brings you closer to your goal." Jack decided to take this advice to heart. He started practicing more with his friends, even strangers. At first he was shy, but soon he realized that people were kind. They didn't laugh at his mistakes, they helped him. And every conversation made him better. Here's another magical tip Jack learned along the way. Surround yourself with English. Think of it like swimming. To learn to swim, you need to be in the water, right? To learn English, you need to be surrounded by it. Jack started changing little things in his daily life. He set his phone language to English. He listened to English podcasts while walking. He even put sticky notes on his mirror with new words to learn. You can do this too. Create an English world around you, and soon it will feel natural. Let me share something really exciting with you. Jack discovered a trick that made learning fun and unforgettable. Connect English to your emotions. He started keeping a small diary, writing down one sentence every day about how he felt. I am happy today. I am tired today. I miss my family. These simple sentences helped him express himself, and because they came from his heart, he remembered them easily. Why not try this? Write from your heart, even if it's just one sentence a day. One day, Jack found himself in a bookstore, flipping through an English novel. He couldn't understand every word, but he didn't let that stop him. He picked the book and read it slowly, one page at a time. Some words were new, but he guessed their meaning from the story. And do you know what? This helped him grow so much. Here's the tip. Don't wait to know every word. Start reading now. Children don't wait to know all the words before they start reading, and neither should you. And speaking of children, here's a question for you. Have you noticed how children learn a language? They don't sit with grammar books, right? They listen, repeat, and play with words. They aren't afraid to say, "What's this?" or "Why?" You can be like that too. Be curious. Ask questions. Repeat phrases you hear. Let English become your playground. Let's go back to Jack for a moment. By now, he was feeling proud of his progress. But there was something he hadn't tried yet. Speaking with native English speakers. He was scared. What if they don't understand me? He thought. But one day, he found a language exchange partner online. They talked once a week, and at first it was hard. But each time it got easier. And Jack realized something beautiful. Language isn't about being perfect. It's about connection. When you speak with someone, they're not judging you. They're listening to your ideas, your emotions, your story. And when you connect, even simple words can create magic. Here's another beautiful tip. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Jack did this too. When he learned 10 new words, he treated himself to ice cream. When he finished his first English book, he took himself out for a nice dinner. Rewards keep you motivated. So the next time you learn something new, celebrate it. You deserve it.